Is Trump really the peace president? And what does Hamas have up their sleeves? Well, All Israel News reports after 738 days in captivity, the last 20 living hostages returned home on Monday after being released from the Gaza Strip by their captors from the terror organization Hamas. The release coincided with roughly 6-hour-long visit to Israel by US President Donald Trump, whose mediation had brought about the breakthrough in the negotiations. In his speech to the Knesset, Trump said, "It feels so good to say that the hostages are now back home." The hostages were released in 2 batches, the first including 7 hostages from Gaza City around 8 a.m. local time, and a second with 13 hostages from the southern city of Khan Yunis around 11:40. With their release, Hamas relinquished the last living hostages from captivity 738 days after terrorists kidnapped them from southern Israel during Hamas's October 7, 2023 invasion and massacre. As per the ceasefire terms, Hamas did not conduct any public ceremonies upon the release on Monday. However, it is not yet known whether Hamas filmed the release to use the footage in propaganda materials later. The hostages were handed over to representatives of the Red Cross, who then took them to forward positions of the Israel Defense Forces in the Gaza Strip. From there, they were transported to the IDF base in Re'im, where they met their immediate family. Their medical conditions was reported to be decent given the circumstances. They were all able to walk on their own feet and were visibly elated to embrace their family. After initial medical exams, helicopters of the Israel Air Force took them to hospitals for further exams and meetings with more friends and family. Israel fulfilled its obligations, releasing almost 2,000 Palestinian prisoners in exchange for the release of the Israeli hostages. They included 250 convicted terrorists serving one or multiple life sentences, and 1,718 Gazans that the IDF had detained over the duration of the 2-year war. Palestinian media said that 88 of the prisoners will be released to Judea and Samaria or East Jerusalem, while the rest will be deported to the Gaza Strip or abroad. However, contrary to the agreement, Hamas announced it would only release 4 bodies of hostages on Monday, and under the terms of the deal, the terror group would have had to release all hostages, living and dead, until Monday noon.